Oh God, I'm nervous.
I know, me too. I think talking about this period is nerve-wracking.
There's nerves, anxiety, all wrapped up in 3 decades worth of pain and trauma, but they come together. Angela English and Nicole Murdoch have waited a long time to tell their story.
This is not okay. This is never going to be okay. Nobody should ever have to wait 36 years that a serial rapist committed this crime, and 36 years later, we're getting justice.
When we're supposed to be healed already, when we should have already been through this process.
And now at 60 years old, should I be telling this story?
That's right. It's overwhelming for me right now because I'm proud of myself. But at the same time, that little girl is, that little voice, it's your fault. You should be ashamed. You shouldn't have been doing what you were doing. And, you know,
but you're
still
really protecting her right now.
Still comes up, right? So I'm taking strength from her because it's sitting here right now, I still feel that stigma, like that shame.
But you have literally nothing to be ashamed of.
I know, but it's there.
But you did nothing wrong.
I know, and I know that, but it's still, you know, and then everybody, I'm like, oh my goodness, the whole world, or anybody who watches news. And I thought, you know what, I need to do this. I need to find my closure. I need to find my strength. I need to take my power back.
Absolutely,
so that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, done feeling ashamed.
Their bond, undeniable. Even though they've known about each other since the 80s, they only met for the first time last November. That's when their attacker, Raymond Burke, was finally found guilty of the most gruesome crimes. Murdoch was taken at knife point in September 1986 when she was a sex worker. She testified that Burke whipped and repeatedly raped and threatened to kill her. She convinced him to let her go after promising to meet him at the Eaton Center the next day. Then she went to police.
36 years ago, did what I did so this would never happen to another person.
Burke was arrested and released on bail. 1 month later, English was taken from downtown. She was just 17, still in high school, and also working the street. Over 24 hours, Burke drove her around. English endured endless abuse before she finally escaped by jumping from his vehicle on the 401 near Bowmanville.
Do you want to talk how police treated you back then?
There was literally no worth,
no compassion
to our existence. Like, it didn't matter.
Just street girls, we're nobodies.
No matter what circumstance you're in, nobody deserves what happened to us or to anybody else.
You know, I didn't even understand what was going on at the time. I was traumatized. I'm, you know, young and being transferred from, I think it was 5 different police cars that I got, all men, by the way, in the back seat like a criminal.
You reported the assault, but then you didn't hear from police for
a year. A year.
Police told her Burke had taken off to the U.S., where he attacked again, was caught and sentenced to 52 years. He was paroled in 2015, deported to Toronto, and taken into custody. It would take years to get to this day. At one point, the case was tossed. Burke walked free. The Crown appealed and won.
Finally, justice.
Today, the women walked into court arm in arm, ready to tell how his crimes impacted them. Earlier, they read their statements to us.
I'm a survivor. I will never allow you to take any more than you already have taken from me. I won this battle.
I see us as heroes, no longer victims of this predator.
Justice has never been this close. They say the hope is this soon will all be over so they can finally move on.
I'm good. I have a good life. My family supports me. I'm clean. I have a great job. I live in a beautiful place. So I'm awesome. So everything that he wanted to destroy, he didn't. He didn't. It actually made me stronger.
United forever, the women find comfort in each other. Murdoch acts much like a big sister, protective.
I wouldn't be sitting here if you weren't here. I can tell you that right now. there's no way. I don't think I would have enough confidence or strength to
So, you see,
follow through.
Like, I think that, I honest to God, I think that the universe works that way. Like, we don't maybe know exactly
You were put
why.
in my life for a reason, girl.
That part. Yeah, but yeah, I just don't feel like this is it. It's like, I don't think that this is the end. I think there's a bigger picture, and I think there's a platform that we stand on and we become advocates.
That new bond of sisterhood was displayed during a powerful moment in court. Burke, who is now 69 years old, is standing in the prisoner's box. He turns full body to face the women and stare at them. They're standing at this point with each other. Angela returned that stare and they stood strong. Remember, these women say they are not victims. In fact, Murdoch told us today her statement was a victor statement. As for Burke, he once again found a way to delay court proceedings. He's representing himself. He asked for more time to prepare his sentencing arguments. Court is back in session April 8th. Shannon Martin, CBC News, Toronto.